What if everything you see, everything you hear, everything you feel is not reality itself, but only a version of it? You've never seen the world directly. You've only seen what your brain allows you to see. Colors, sounds, time, even space. None of these exist in the way we think they do. Tonight, we're asking one of the oldest and most unsettling questions humanity has ever faced. Is reality real or just a shared illusion? When we say the word reality, we usually assume something obvious, the world around us, what we see, hear, touch, and experience every day. But the moment we stop and ask a deeper question, what exactly is real, things begin to fall apart. Is reality the chair you are sitting on? The sound of your own voice? The passage of time as you feel it moving forward? Or is reality something else entirely? Something hidden beneath our senses? For most of human history, people believed reality was simple and direct. What you see is what exists. What you touch must be real. Yet modern science, philosophy, and psychology suggest something disturbing. We never experience reality directly at all. Instead, we experience a version of it. Your eyes do not see objects. They detect light. Your ears do not hear sounds. They interpret vibrations. Your skin does not feel the world. It translates electrical signals. Everything you call reality is already filtered, processed, and reconstructed inside your brain, which raises an uncomfortable thought. If reality must pass through your mind before you experience it, how can you ever be sure you are seeing the world as it truly is? Human senses evolved for survival, not for truth. Your brain was never designed to show you reality accurately. It was designed to keep you alive. That means it ignores most of the universe. You cannot see most light. You cannot hear most sound. You cannot feel most physical forces acting on your body. Even worse, your brain constantly fills in missing information without asking you. Your eyes have blind spots. Your brain erases them automatically. You see smooth motion, but reality is made of still frames. You experience solid objects, but atoms are mostly empty space. Optical illusions reveal this clearly. Two shapes of the same size appear different. Straight lines look bent. Colors shift based on context. And yet, you trust your perception completely. In controlled experiments, people can be made to hear voices that are not there, feel limbs that do not exist, see events that never happened. If your senses can be fooled so easily, then what confidence should you have in the reality you experience every day? Perhaps the world you live in is not reality itself, but a user interface your brain created for you. More than 2,000 years ago, the philosopher Plato imagined a story. Prisoners are chained inside a cave. They face a wall. Behind them, unseen, a fire burns. Objects pass in front of the fire, casting shadows on the wall. The prisoners believe these shadows are reality because they have never seen anything else. Now imagine one prisoner is freed. He turns around. He sees the fire. He exits the cave. He sees the sun. And suddenly, everything he believed was real was revealed to be an illusion. Plato's message was radical. What we experience may only be shadows of a deeper truth. The cave is not a physical place. It is the human mind. The shadows are our perceptions. The fire is limited understanding. The sun is reality itself. And the most disturbing part? When the freed prisoner returns to tell the others, they reject him. They mock him. They would rather cling to familiar illusions than confront an uncomfortable truth. Even today, Plato's cave refuses to go away because it describes us. Modern neuroscience confirms something philosophers suspected long ago. The brain does not record reality. It predicts it. Your brain constantly guesses what is happening next and adjusts when it is wrong. This is why you can read words even when letters are missing, why you recognize faces instantly, why time feels faster when you are older. Reality is not passively received, it is actively generated. Some scientists describe consciousness as just as a controlled hallucination, not random, but stable, not false, but interpreted. If that is true, then reality is not something you observe. It is something you participate in creating. And if every brain constructs reality slightly differently, then whose reality is the real one? The simulation hypothesis does not claim reality is fake. It asks a different question. Is reality fundamental? If consciousness can be simulated, if physics behaves like computable rules, if the universe runs on information, then it becomes statistically possible that we are not at the base level of reality. But here is the key point. Even if reality were a simulation, your experiences would still matter. Pain would still hurt. Love would still feel real. Choices would still carry consequences. The question is not whether reality is simulated. The question is, does the origin of reality change its meaning? Reality may not be what we think it is, but that does not make it meaningless. Perhaps reality is not a place, not an object, not a fixed structure. Perhaps reality is a relationship between consciousness and existence, between observer and observed, between the questions we ask and the answers we are capable of understanding. And maybe the most honest answer to the question, is reality real, is this: reality is real enough to matter. Maybe reality isn't fake. Maybe it's incomplete. Maybe we don't see the world as it truly is, only as we need it to be. And perhaps the greatest illusion of all is believing we already understand existence. If you enjoy exploring the deepest questions of reality, consciousness, and the universe, consider subscribing. There are many mysteries left to uncover.